My name is Dino Smiley. I am the commissioner of the Drew League. I'm into my 31st year at that post. I started with the Drew League at age 13, 41 years ago, and we've been going at it ever since.
Yes, sir. And who is the young lady sitting next to you? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Chanel Smiley. I'm daughter of Dino Smiley. I basically am the assistant commissioner of the Drew League, and I was born into this league, basically. So I do everything that he needs me to do, and I just assist him with all he needs.
Yes, ma'am. Dino, how big a help has that been for you, having your daughter by your side and your family members just really assist you in what you do here?
Well, really, I didn't think she would be interested as being the person who would take over.
Yes, sir.
I really thought it would be my son, but he kind of went a different way with what he wanted to do. He wanted to get into the clothing line of the Drew League. And then Chanel, since like 2011, 2010, she's really been right there, as my helping hand in anything I needed. So we wouldn't be where we're at today without her.
Yes, sir. Talk about, a lot of people, they see the Drew League in the state that it's in now. Talk about where it started and where it's at today.
Well, like I said earlier, it started in 1973 in a small gymnasium at Drew Middle School, and that's how it became known as the Drew League. And players from all over who used to attend Drew Middle School and some of the schools in the area all decided to come back one year when the coach Alvin Wills decided to try a summer league. And in 1973, it started with 6 teams. And then it has now grown to 28 invited teams.
Man, that is wonderful. Who were some of your mentors and role models? I'm going to ask both of y'all the same question.
Well, my mentors and role models, of course, was Alvin Wills, the founder of the Drew League. Joe Weekly of Run, Shoot, and Dunk League at Crenshaw High School, one of the greatest leagues ever. It was the league that was a couple of years older than the Drew League. And also Lo Clark, one of the officials who's 84 years young and still comes around every weekend and lends his support.
Hey, Chanel, being behind the scenes, a lot of people don't know the type of work that you actually have to do. What does it take to put together these leagues and to run it this efficiently like y'all have been doing?
Pretty much it just takes dedication, hard work. We basically have to work as a team, and it's basically a family business, and we just put our hard work, blood, sweat, and tears into this. It's a lot of sacrifice. I know every summer we're missing out on family vacations, weddings, just everything. So we really have passion for it, and we just love that the community supports us. So that's what keeps us fueled to continue to do this every summer.
And how unique is it? This is a question both of y'all could answer individually. That community outreach that y'all are doing, talk about how the Drew League has been saving lives for the past 40 plus years. And how does that reward y'all?
Well, there's no question that we're in an at-risk area for youth. We're in what we call South Central LA. They changed the name a few years ago to South LA. But we're proud of South Central Los Angeles. And of course, we've had our challenges. We've had children incarcerated. We've had children murdered. But on the other hand, we've had children who have gone on to go play college ball, to have an education, to graduate from high school, graduate from community college, to go into the NBA, go into the NFL. And all these kids have had great lessons given by the Drew League mentors. We have been there for them and continue to be there for them because we have a foundation called the Drew League Foundation, and it's impacted kids from all over the city. And like I said, the Drew League is 41 years old, and that's the hub of what takes place. And then the foundation comes off of that to do the real nuts and bolts in the community.
Chanel, in the position that you're in, young ladies that might look up to you, what advice would you give them? Because you're such a great help, and a lot of people, they don't know how to help what are some things or tools that you use in order to assist your dad and help make sure things are running properly around him?
Some of the tools I would use is just, I do a lot of studying, and I really pay attention to what my father is doing, what he tells me. I don't just go off and say, okay, this is the new generation now, I'm going to just do it my way.
Right.
I listen to those legends and like Casper Ware and Low Clark and Bill, and just get their advice on the past, and just get their advice, because we can't do it alone. And that's pretty much the tools I get, just by listening to the older guys and learning from them.
Hey, we're at the Drew League here in South LA, South Central Los Angeles, the world-renowned Drew League, and you just got mixed.